Hey gang, Scott Davenport here. In this video, I'm talking about ON1 Photo RAW and the layering aspect of it, specifically how to leverage a layered workflow to blend together a couple of different presets so you can get a nice signature look for your photo. And let's take a look at this photo here of Acadia National Park. And I look at this photo and I see two main areas, right? I've got the rocks and the cliffs, and I've got the ocean and the sky. And I'm going to scroll through my various presets and find ones that look good for each of those elements and then take advantage of layers to blend them together. So let's have a quick skim through them in the landscape category on the presets. And as I just skim down, I'm looking for something that catches my eye for the sky or for the rocks. This looks great for the rocks. Landscape Pop Sunshine. Scrolling down, Magic Forest looks good on the sky. Magic Ocean, I like Forest a little bit better. And you can do this for your entire preset catalog if you want to, but I'm looking for a starting look here, and then I can always finish it up with other filters and adjustments that I can craft my final piece here. So having done that quick skim, I think I'll use the Landscape Pop Sunshine and Magic Forest to do my blending here. The first thing I want to do is up in my layers panel. I've got my photo here. I want to duplicate that. And the reason is I want to apply a preset to each layer individually. So let's turn off the top layer, and I'm down in the bottom layer here. Right now, this is all the same stuff, right? Two layers, they have exactly the same set of pixels. So for the first layer, the bottom layer, let's rename it. I'm going to double click on it and call it Rocks. And we will apply Landscape Pop Sunshine. So the rocks look really cool. Sky's gotten a little bit blown out, but don't worry, we're only getting started here. Now we'll move up to the top layer. Click on the top layer. Now when I activate it, my changes, air quotes, disappear. Well, they're hidden right now because I have this other set of pixels on top that are hiding the rocks. We'll call this Sky. And I said we would use Magic Forest because that looked good for the sky. Okay, so my sky is getting rained in. The rocks are not. Now, for blending them together, I have a few options. I can use the opacity levels on the layers. I can use masking. I can change blend modes. For this scene, I want to do a little bit of a tug back on the sky layer. Now, if I pull this all the way down, you're going to notice the rocks get really bright and the sky gets blown out because I'm revealing everything that's on that rocks layer. That was the Sunshine Pop preset. So let's kind of tailor, maybe nudge the sky to about there. The number doesn't matter, but I still like to bring in some more of the oranges. That's where my masking tools come in. So with my sky still selected, I'll click on the masking tool, I'll grab the brush, and I will paint in with a lower opacity, or I should say paint out, actually. I want to hide. Let's just do 50%, paint out. Nice big brush, it's got a healthy feather on it, and just bringing back in some of that orange in the rocks, right? And my brush strokes are kind of just coarse, not having to worry too much about making a perfect mask, but just something like that. Notice the mask here, it's partially gray. I'm only doing a partial strength mask to reveal some of that preset from the bottom. That plus the lowered opacity of sky. So I'm getting, let's see, this was 50, 20. I'm getting like, something like 60% of this rock layer to be revealed. And from here, the last choices or anything else stylistically I'd want to do. I have a couple of options here. I can go local adjustments. But really what I want to drive home with this video is leveraging the layers. Now, why did I use layers and not just say, okay, let's close this down. We had these three filters that we added to this sky layer. Why not just add these three filters to your base layer and mask them individually? Well, you can. That's totally fine. The reason I did the layer is so I could mask once, and I have an additional opacity control. So where I actually have multiple opacity controls. I can control the strength of the overall look, and then I can control the strength of the overall layer itself. I have control over how much I mask. So there are more controls to get that fine-tuned blending. But really for me, it's being able to mask a full set of filters quickly with a single mask on a layer. So I hope you found this interesting, and if you did, let me know somehow. Comments below, or you got questions about photography, send them to me through my website if you want to keep it private, or drop them below the video. And until next time, my name's Scott Davenport. Happy shooting.